For those early settlers, the mail was a vital link to family and friends as transportation was difficult.
The first people that came to Parksville, as far as I know, was the Hearsts. And they had a small hotel on the telegraph office down just before you get to Englishton River. And then Mr. Parks and his family came in, Theodore Parks. He was our first postmaster.
In 1887, the following year, at Nelson Park's suggestion, the post office's name was changed from Englishman River Post Office to the Parksville Post Office, hence the community's name.
And in those days, you had to row out with a canoe from here to meet the boat. And they just dropped the mail and whatever provisions was ordered into this canoe, and they'd bring it ashore.
The French Creek Post Office was built in 1888 on waterfront land owned by the Botts brothers, two Frenchmen for whom the creek is said to be named after. It was constructed close to the mouth of French Creek in the area known today as Columbia Beach. A neighboring farmer and fisherman, Harry Lee, was appointed the first postmaster in French Creek.
They used to also run the mail from here to Comox by a man by the name of Pillar from French Creek.
When the first train arrived in Parksville in 1910, it brought faster mail service with it, and the French Creek mail was redirected to the Parksville Post Office, now located in the town center. The French Creek Post Office closed a year later. Across the district, other government-appointed postmasters operated small rural postal outlets.
When they came down, my grandfather was the mailman, a postmaster, and the pictures of the house, that was the post office. The train used to go through and they had a big arm, and they would drop the mail bag off on this arm, and that mail stop was called Bryn Mawr. And it still is a sign there yet, and it's just at the end of my property, and says Bryn Mawr.
An official post office was established in Nanoose around 1913 at the Arlington Hotel, and then moved in 1940 to Oman's General Store, located near the intersection of Northwest Bay Road and the highway. The original building still stands there today. Postcards depicting local scenes were a popular item to send in the mail, often hand-tinted with a message written on the back side. The other small post office building located on the museum grounds was established in 1914 at Craig's Crossing and was operated by Jim Craig until 1935.